What's up everybody, this is Woodrow here. Today I'm going to be you guys my top 5 films of all time. I'm going to go down from number 5 to 1, and what's the best film? You will see. So right now, let's get into number 5, shall we? Coming in at number 5 is actually a film that I watched when I was a kid. And I still remember watching this because I watched this a couple of days ago and I thought to myself, one of my favourite anime movies from Japan that was translated into the English bit, and they had a TV series which I just loved watching the TV series from bits. And this film is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Now you probably can see it's all flipped, but however, it's what I could do. Basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie is the first movie of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. They think they produced 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series. I recommend watching season 2 because it's absolutely one of the coolest seasons that I've ever seen, including the dual discs, which is one of the coolest features I've seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Film to date. And basically, if you don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, I'm going to give you an example right now. It's provides this thing right here. Duel monsters. Basically you have monsters, you have life points, and the person who loses to 0 point has, I think its maximum is about 4,000, but I think right now it's 8,000, and basically the person who loses all your life points lose, and the person who survives wins. And technically the film is like this. However, who's it? I keep forgetting who is the actual I think it's Yugi, yeah, Yugi Moto. Basically he's the rank number 1 duelist in the battle cities and all that. And also got the 3 Egyptian god cards. Sliver the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. I know my Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it. And what I love about this film, it is so classic, and it's one of those old films that you really want to have to see because the artwork is just so awesome to see, because I love watching this time and time again. And watching it again, I think to myself, thinking, yeah, this is actually really good. So, that is number 5. Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie is at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is another film, which is actually a TV series again. However, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank God, because there is another film called Yu-Gi-Oh! Bond Beyond Time. Good film, it's not as good as the original classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. However, number 4 is South Park. I love South Park. You guys probably might or might not know, I'm a huge South Park fan. And I've got South Park bigger, longer, and uncut. This is a lot of fun. And do you know what? I love watching this film time and time and time again, because since I'm a huge South Park fan, I know everything of the references, of the characters, the humour, and just so much, giggling from the entire thing. And do you know what? What I love about this is the same thing as what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. It's very old, but very good at the same time. And with this film, you can get this cheap. Every film you can get here is really cheap. So technically, what I love about this is, there's a story which basically Canada's released a new film for Terrence and Phillip, and what the objective is, the parents don't like the film because it censors the children's, and technically the objective was to rescue Terrence and Phillip and execute them, and that's where the children is trying to stop their parents from killing them, and if they do, Satan will be born. And that is one of the best lines I've ever had. And do you know what? The reason it's at number 4 is just it's so good, but I have other films waiting in the wings just to show you guys why it's my favourite. So that is my number 4 film. Coming in at number 3 is a film that is basically like a video game type, because this is basically one of the old film / game type things. And basically, let me give you an understanding. Number 3 is Resident Evil. Now, Resident Evil is my favourite gaming and film genre of all time, because this game is just one of those like series that I love playing with the survival horrors in the play, and everything about the atmosphere. I know about the other Resident Evils, which is Resident Evil 6 and 5 and a few others, weren't really horror types, but one was the horror type baby, basically. One of the best horror types out there. And Resident Evil 1 is like Resident Evil 1 on the PS1. However, this is like so many like very like oh Jesus Christ moments, and I love about that. And you know what? That was my phone. Now, however, I've got to be honest. This film was so good. There was only one flaw, and that is just some of the cheesy dialogue they have in this. I know it's some of it's a bit cheesy, but I kind of got over it. But Mila Jovovich is in it, Michelle Rodriguez is in it, and you know what? There are some other characters in this thing. There's also a scene I recommend you guys to watch. Is the laser scene. Well, most of the team is just gets screwed over by the lasers, and I love that because it's just so good. Number 3, Resident Evil. Coming in at number 2 is one of the Adam Sandler's favourite classics. Now, however, as many as you guys probably know, there are some really good Adam Sandler films that I watched. I wish I put all of them in number 2, but there's one I have. But the films I recommend you guys watching: Billy Madison, Waterboy, Big Daddy, and there's one other I completely forgot. I might put a link in the description. Yeah, but the one film that I watched over and over and over again, and that is the Happy Gilmore, or Happy Gilmore, probably will say. I just love Happy Gilmore. Like every time I just like watch it, like pick it up and watch it, it's like bringing some nostalgia back in. Most of these films, I've got to be honest, were kids. Like some of the films I watched when I was a kid, and I love that. However, Adam Sandler I watched probably about 40 times, and I just love watching it. And do you know what? I love some of the things he does in it. It makes me laugh. Goes to a mini course and just like hits every ball and just like goes like boom, boom, hits a car, or he goes into the clown because he can't get it. And goes, oh, that's it, you son of a bitch, clown! Boom, gets smacked in the nose, and it just makes me laugh. But some of the bits is just so hilarious, and I want to do one of the classic dialogue, but it goes like, son of a bitch, Bob, why you just can't go home? That's your home. You're not gonna listen to your home. Answer me. That is just still one of the best lines I have, and I want to imitate that line for so many years. And you know what? Today's the day I've finally done it. And that is why Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore is my number 2. Because of all of its funny jokes, its comedy, its golf, and I love golf, it's pretty good. But that is at my number 2. This is it, guys. The moment of truth. At number 5, we had You Go the Movie. Number 4, South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. Number 3, Resident Evil. 2, Adam Sandler. Number 1, number 1 film. The backstory of this film is I watched this a lot of times. I mean a lot. When I was a kid, I watched this more times by myself in my room, just doing nothing. So, to introduce you, at number 1 is Terminator 2. Can't even hold it straight. That's right. Terminator is at my number 1. Is at my number 1. Not number 1. Number 2. The reason number 2 is my number 1 is I haven't watched number 1 much, and I haven't watched it when I was a kid. However, I watched Terminator 2 a lot because we had it on video, videotapes. I still have my Wallace and Gromit tape. I could show you about that. However, I didn't actually buy the DVD, so I bought this a couple of years ago, and I loved watching the film again with the deleted scenes. However, I like watching the actual film. The deleted scenes are quite fine, but I like to see the actual film. So technically, the story of Terminator 2 is the T-1000 wants to kill John Connor, who is actually a kid, and basically the Terminator is trying to protect him. However, I keep forgetting. Oh shit! I got his name in the thing, and suddenly I just lost it. Basically, Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor. Yeah, basically the kid has to rescue Sarah Connor with the Terminator. They have to get out. I can't even speak today. My voice is dry. I can't even do anything about this. I had it right. Oh, that's right. John Connor. The kid's John Connor. I apologise to anyone who's a massive Terminator fans. Neither do I. I'm absolutely not happy. I'm embarrassed to say that I missed John Connor's name in the second part. I do apologise. However, I love watching this film because it's just one of those films I love watching. The minigun, the Gatling gun, people will say, is incredible. I thought myself back in the day, I was like, yes, a young kid, I would like to have one of those. And you know what? One day I will have a minigun. Not really. I'll be arrested more than that. So yeah. So Terminator 2 is at my number one, and you know what? If you haven't seen Terminator 2, I recommend this film to everyone. Unless you want to see the first Terminator, then watch Terminator 2, go for that. It is such a good film. And there we have it, guys. Those are my top 5 films I recommended for you guys to watch, and all of that stuff. I can't believe I completely forgot John Connor's name when I was like in the middle of a story time. And I hate that. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Also, I'm on Twitter at KillerMaxman, and on Instagram at Woodrow Reviews, and on Xbox Live at Woodrow Reviews. Top left hand side, right there, yeah, right there. The links are in the description. Not links in the description. The names are in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys on the flip side.